Well, hello there. If anyone's out there, we are going to get cracking with a bit of a puzzle rush here on chess.com. I'm going to do the normal early stream finaglement of making sure we are actually streaming. And then from there, it's really just going to be a case of just cracking into things. Hope you can hear me okay. If not, that's on me really. But I think what we're going to do is a quick puzzle rush on chess.com just to understand or walk through, I suppose, our process, see how we go from there. I'm also going to start recording here so that we can share this with people who didn't have a chance to make it tonight. So 3, 2, 1, and we're recording. Watch your P's and Q's, people. We are live. Right, let's get into it. So, as always, we're going to be playing through a survival puzzle rush, trying to go for our best score, our top score of 35. I think we had about 4 or 5 weeks on the bounce where we hit our personal best. And then we had about 4 or 5 weeks on the bounce which we didn't hit our personal best. So 35 becoming a bit of a white whale for us. But that said, I think at the end of Moby Dick they catch that white whale. First few early ones, always nice to get a bit of a warm up going in. They're nice, the easier level ones, which is great. Feel free to play along at home, by which I mean shout at your phone or TV. This initial one, I see this king has got absolutely nowhere to go. I feel like queen here is going to bring a block with the queen and then block with the knight. They're just getting in our way. And we get them out of our way. And that's one puzzle under the belt. Gets in. Alright, next up we have, in the realm of puzzles, an interesting one. So we have a queen. She looks like she's a bit greedy, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think something like, I'm trying to see, I feel like this might actually just trap the queen, because can't take the rook because then bishop would just take. Can't go here because of the rook, can't go here because of the rook, can't go here because of the king, can't go here because of the pawn, bishop, other bishop, knight, pawn. Actually you can't go through. So I think it's just this. Great. Deuces. What a wonderful day. Another case of back rank mate, I think, in number 3. And you know what? We could do a lot worse. Again, just going to double check the sound here, so let me see if I can. Again, just going to double check the sound here. That's probably going to play twice on your end of things, because it happened twice. But the sound seems okay, which I'm glad of. Puzzle number 4. Hands on the floor. Let's see what we got going for us here. I think it's going to be this, and that's going to be mate. 4 on the bounce. I've decided, especially seeing as we've had a few false starts with this, I'm going to celebrate each and every puzzle we get right, because they start to get fiendishly difficult, fiendishly quickly, if you will. I think this is going to be a fork, a skewer, some sort of double attack on the king and the rook. We did have a mouse slip in one of our previous videos. I don't want that to happen again. What happened there? I thought the puzzle was over. I was already in celebration mode. Bishop comes in here. I just want to take. Great. Cinco de Mayo. There is literally no stopping us. However, that said, we find ourselves in an outrageously precarious position here. This pawn about to promote, this queen causing ructions. However, I think we can stop all that dead in its tracks with a little bit of the shake and bake. I'm going to call pretty much every maneuver that we do in this puzzle rush shake and bake. It's a very broadly usable term. Again, back rank mate. A lot of these early puzzles definitely gonna see that trend more and more. You've got two defenders of the back rank. You've got the bishop and you've got the rook. They're not defending the same square, which is great news for us. Which basically means we just have to start on a different square and then we can just knock, knock, knock on heaven's door. And the only square we can reach of those is this. So it's gonna be this, and then this, and then this. Seventh heaven, Jess Beale. Again, this is one of those endgamey XX ones. We've got 2 against 1 here. They've got 3 against 1 here, but it's going to take them too long to make that advantage count. So we'll just do this. We don't need to take here, I don't think. And I don't want to. It's too late now anyway. Great. 8. Pick a mate. Garden gate. Real estate. All of those excellent points aside, what do we want to do now? We are in check, so that's gonna need to make way. Don't want to take with the queen because then the knight takes, so I think we'll drop knight back here. Now I don't mind taking with the queen, I think. And there. I think that one, the puzzle there was just a bad attack by our opponent, and we just foiled it. So, coming in fresh with, oh, that's 9 in a row. I forgot to celebrate number 9. Number 9 feeling fine. Chills running up and down your spine. Number 9, here we go. I think it's gonna be queen here. Little check, little Michael Checker. I hope. Anything I'm missing there? I don't think so. Nice. Okay. 10. Bishop Len Brennan. Bishop Len, as he's known to his friends, to his friend. Puzzle number 10. And after 10, they don't give them to you. They don't just give them to you anymore. So, what are we thinking here? Nothing very obvious. So using the Gotham chess checklist of, you want to look for checks first, then you want to look for captures, if there's any piece you can just take, and then you want to look for attacks. So checks first. The only good check we have is this, or alternatively this. We have a bad check here. I do quite like, let's just clear this, don't want to slip on the mouse again, we are prone to that. Check there. Why would that be any good? Maybe we can win this knight somehow with it. Trying to see, we can't move this rook yet, and actually it definitely needs to be checks because of what's going on here, which makes me a little bit more comfortable that it's this, and probably this. I still don't like what's going on down here, but maybe we can get something going here. Oh, get in. Absolutely love when they don't make you finish out a puzzle you're not sure of, and it's just happened. So 11 legs 11. to use the bingo term. To use the non-bingo term, I'm really delighted. I'm very happy with that. But let's not get complacent. Complacent Statham. Okay. Right, what do we have here? Any checks? No. Apart from this, which I don't hate. I don't love it either. Yeah, what do we need to do here? So that'd come with check, but what then? I don't think it's a bishop move first. I think this bishop is, we need to get that rook out of the way first and foremost. First and foremosa. I also quite like, excuse me, let's make sure we're not moving a piece. I quite like knight in here, because attacks the queen, sort of. Attacks the queen, maybe lets us sink our knight in there. Somehow I don't think it is. I don't think it is that. Also, one I'm looking at is bishop here, if it is to be a bishop move, because queen will just probably take then. So a tricky one. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it's this check. So the one check we do have. They probably won't want to do this. They definitely won't want to do this because then we take their queen. So their queen is going to take here. And then rook in here is going to pin that queen to the king. So that's going to be it. Okay. That was our first real, our first doozy of the evening. If you could call it that. Probably overthinking it on my end of things. But listen, that's 12 right on the bounce. 12. 12 is a tough one to rhyme with. 12, put it back on the shelf. This one, that's a very common mating pattern actually. Just this one, where you've got the king in his classic tomb, and you've got the rook just beside him. And you've got also a rook staring down the f pawn there. You do this, and then you actually just give up your queen because the game is going to be over after that, as long as you don't slip your mouse. Alright, next one. 13, unlucky for some, lucky when it comes to answering chess puzzles and in various other scenarios too. Checks, I'm not seeing anything crazy, which is fine. We'll eliminate that as a possibility. Ooh, nice little fork in here. I like it. I don't think we do need to do anything fancier than that. That's fine. We can recapture. Queen comes out to save herself, but that's alright. That's part of the fork. 14, Thierry Henry's number. A man who famously cheated against Ireland to qualify for the World Cup in South Africa. But he's still, despite that cheating, quite a cool man. So, with that said, getting the necessary talk of Thierry Henry out of the way, what do we have here? Checks, there are some. This one's particularly nice. / checkmate. Well, there's one block, but queen there is going to attack the king like this. King can't tuck in there because of this bishop, or go here because of that bishop. This bishop will come out and block, and then we just barge our way through. So queen here. Ooh, yes, there it is. Lovely stuff. 15, the fullback position in rugby, which, believe it or not, I played a couple of games for numerous low-ranking teams in my school, one of my teams so lowly ranked. They had like the A's, B's, C's, the D's, and then after D they stopped giving them names, so we were actually called the Wolfhounds. But we were a solid team. We had several Irish internationals on our team, I believe, but hard to confirm that. That's okay. That's a check. So we'll give it that one. Right. So 16 candles in the wind. This again is a pawn race. You might think they've got the edge here, but because these are the only pieces left on the board, I can just tuck in here. That's you can do either. Both is good. Bone of contention. Bone to pick with that one, but we'll come back to it at the end. I have a feeling you could just tuck your king in there, and the bishop's getting home. The pawn is getting home. So that's frustrating. Right, so that's a shock to the system, I have to say. That is one that we didn't budget in, losing one in the top 20. Maybe when we look back at it, we'll probably say, listen, Andy, you were talking out your arse. There was nothing there. But maybe we won't. I have a feeling you could have done that two ways. I'm not Mr. Chess. I think it's going to be queen in here, check, very close to checkmate, but alas, queen will block. We're actually going to take. King has to take back. Knight comes in here, gets the rook. Bish, bosh, baba booey. There it is, and we're done. Dunzo, Hunzo, 17. I'm on the edge of 17. It's a tune. I would start singing, but I think there's music playing in the background of this video. And 2 songs concurrently is it's not great, really. Alright. So I think it's gonna be something along the lines of takes there, check. They can block with the rook if they want. If not, they have to go here because of this bishop, and then we can go rook across here, and they're toast. Beans on toast. So we're good here. Block there, beans on toast, which I've never eaten and I never plan to eat. It's just not my scene. It just ain't me. Right, so I believe we can win this rook here because of the pressure on this pawn and this knight and the way the king and the rook are situated. So I think how this will go down, I think, is going to be rook here. They can get the queen out of there, but I wouldn't. Maybe they should actually. But queen takes most likely. Then we'll take the knight, which will be check and a skewer. Queen takes. We'll take with the bishop, which again will be check. This pawn's not going to be here anymore. Check in there. There might be nicer ways to do that, but I think that's the way it's gotta be. Okay, 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 okay. And now we have an extra bishop. Ooh, this one is quite nice, I think. Rook providing some protection here, so pawn up here forces the king back either here or probably there, and then back here rook will block, will come across, And king won't be able to go here because the pawn will be there. Bing. Bing pot. That's number 20. FC 20. Steve McLaren's old team, I think. I think he managed them for a brief period. Again, I think it's going to be pawns providing the pressure and rooks dropping the hammer. So this pawn in here forces the king back, again because of a lengthy out bishop. So king drops back here, here, or here. Probably here. Yeah, probably there. At which point? Well, look, we want the king on the back rank anyway, so it's gonna be this. Oh yeah, rook takes, king takes back, rook takes. This is going to be weird. I think this is going to be weird. But I think this bishop will end up getting involved like here and then here. And there's just not going to be anything they can do. I hope. Bing. Bong. Bosh. Bosh. Okay. Alright then. Yeah, no, I think the bishop could have tucked into the little crevice on the next, like a repeat of that. 21, tons of fun. Drinking age in the States. A hardened alcoholic age elsewhere. I think we can take this bishop with check, which I want to do. King can go a couple of different places. If it goes here, then we do bishop here, pinning the queen to the king. If he goes here, then we just take the knight, I suppose. Great. 22. Taylor Swift. I always think it's Kesha who sings that song, 22. Yo Ben, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming around. I hope you're still enjoying your chess. I know I am. Keeping it nice and chill tonight, just with a few puzzies. And speaking of which, where do we go now? Endgames are tricky. Games are certainly tricky. Let's see what we got here. So, in terms of checks, again, going through that stack ranking of checks first. Check for checks, check for captures, check for attacks. I think it's going to be a check. The most forcing. Oh, actually, I think I'm way overcomplicating things. This is a check, which is also a fork / double attack. King can't come here to stay in defense because of the bishop. So hopefully I'm just gotta get this bishop safe somewhere. See, this is annoying me now because there's plenty of places you can stick this bishop that wouldn't do your chances much harm. So what are some of the criteria we can use of where to put that bishop? Not here because of this, and then your ghost. Here is quite nice because then it means king can't come here, here, or here. Could come here, but then we do this, and then yeah. Also like this, just digging in at that one. I'm gonna be annoyed now if this trips me up, and it does. That's poxy. That's simply Poxitron. Everybody loves a whiner. It happens. We soldier on. But now we're on the tightrope now. We've only got one more left that we can get wrong. And should we do that? This will be not an unmitigated disaster, because we had a great time. We had a wonderful time. So can't quite call it a disaster. But the one we got wrong earlier, there was definitely a couple of ways to go about that. But listen, you make your own luck. So here we're under attack. We have seen this F-pawn fall prey to some finicky stuff in recent times. But I'm not sure. Okay, again, checks. Any checks we have. This is really the only check we have. It's not the worst, but it does feel like they'll just take, and then we're down a knight. I do want to move my queen. Is there any other checks we can land? No, we've no dark square bishop, so that is off the table. Other such amenities at our disposal are less appealing. Very, very much so less appealing. So let's think about this. What's the material in general? Like, what would be a win? We got two rooks, a bish, and two knights. They got two rooks, two bish, and a knight. Material pretty even. We do have some pawns extra, but nothing to write home about. So let's clear those colours. Let's see your true colours. Okay. What is possible? Would this be possible? Then that, no, not possible. If this, I mean, yeah, actually, I don't know why that wouldn't work. Or do I know why that wouldn't work? Okay, bear with me here, you maniacs. I am thinking it's gonna be... No, that's bad. That is not what it is. Right, so this bishop we can take here. If queen takes, that attack is nice and weakened. I can't really see anything else, but it doesn't strike me as like outrageously good. Like definitely winning a piece good. And they have tons of material in the attack here. But I'm not seeing anything else. There's no good. There's no good. There's no good. There's no good. Nope. 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 That's fine, but it's shite. Capture here. Queen takes. Knight takes. King takes. And we're out of gas already. I think it's going to be this. Okay. And then just this. Great. Back in the saddle. 23. David Beckham jobby. Michael Jordan jobby. Take your pick jobby. Right. Okay, I think this not taking here is a disaster, because either they can take here for free because their king is here, or they can do this, which is even worse, because then they'll get further down the board with check, and we can't capture because of the king. So taking here, I think the idea behind taking this way, king is going to have to grab that, which will give us the crucial head start to just leg it over here and gobble these guys up, and then just get one of our fellas home. Let's bring him home. Okay. Ooh, I think this is going to be en passant, which is going to look like a glitch in the game if you've never seen it. Yes, they rarely stick. Hey, Deepanshu, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're enjoying some puzzles. And with that in mind, we are trying to get to 35. 35 is our PB. As you see, we had 2 early fallers. I'm going to cover off those in a sec. We might do one more puzzle rush after this, because I am genuinely upset at those puzzles. Again, as we say, nobody likes a whinger. Nobody likes a whinger. So, hard to see past this. Rook down there. And the only response is this. Ooh. What if? No. Does that? That doesn't really. I'm thinking if we can get the king to capture like over there, then we can take the rook. That's not so much. Not so much. Alright. Well, a king move isn't really on the cards, because we just have to go here, and then we're in all sorts of hot water with rook in there. That's not so hot either. So I see this as being pretty unassailable. And the days go by, and tomorrow she was no more than a baby then. What on earth can we do here? If we do this, rook pretty much has to take. Then we take. King is sort of boxed in here, but what then? Also got in here. Actually, is that what we're looking for? Alright, let's think through that. That one looks good. Okay, so we go in here. Probably has to take. If they don't take, then we come up here and we force the issue, and then we do this. King will have to move. It'll be their go. Yeah, I like that. Oh no! Dead's in the water, 24. It's our best this week. It's our 8th all time. I'm going to do a quick run over of the 3 we got wrong. But yeah, let's see how we go. It happens. It happens, Deepanshu. We try our best, and hopefully we learn a little. This one I was really angry about, because I basically said, maybe I was wrong in the calculation. I said I could tuck my king. Let's play this puzzle. I said I could tuck my king in here, and then no matter what white does, I still have time to run this fella home. That's what I think is going to happen, because even if we do this... Okay, let's clear the board here. We go 1, they go 2, we go 3, they go 4, we go 5, they go 6, we go 7, They go 8. No, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I was so angry at this one. I was like, you can just do that. Tremendously wrong. Has to be this first. Then you do this, and now we have that crucial one move. Great. Shouldn't have got that one wrong. Was just too lazy. I was on the high. I was on a high of getting them all right. But these things happen. Alright, next one we got wrong was this one, which there must be something that's much better. So we did this, then we did this, and now here we got ourselves in a bit of trouble. We did this and game said that was no good, computer says no. Is that okay? That's fine. And this, I see why that works. I still feel mine was fine. Maybe not the best move, but that's what we're looking for on these puzzles. The very best move. Next one up is this one. We'll play the puzzle. So rook comes back here. We had the dubious enough idea. I understand now that it was probably not right to take the king away. Take here. But that's not quite what we needed. What about this? This is my thought. And then when rook does that, okay. So king, we can box the king out here, and then I think okay, now we can definitely box the king out. Okay. All right, good end game knowledge to have. I'm gonna do one more puzzle rush. I'm gonna try and see if we can better that. Maybe when we're sticking it up on YouTube, I'll slice it here, and we'll get 2 videos worth of it. But for the live stream, looking at you, Dipanchu, we are going to do another puzzle rush here, another survival. Do feel free to play along. Just so you know, the chat is like slightly delayed, so feel free to make some guesses in there. I probably won't see them until after, and which is perfect, which is exactly what we need. So now that we're already warmed up, the juices are flowing. These first ones are going to be pretty easy. I'm going to zoom through here. That's a queen supporting the rook mate, which is grand. This one is gonna be there's a mate here, but what is it? That isn't great. Why do I want to just take that bishop? I just want to take the bishop. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I mean that king takes here, king takes, and then this happens, but then so does that. I think I just want to take the bishop. Okay, overthinking some of these earlier puzzles. But listen, that's again, no excuses. Right, I think this is going to be a back rank mate supported with the knight there on whatever, g4. Okay, happy days. Okay, again, similar concept to what we covered off earlier on. When the king is in this back rank, you basically want the attack to start where they have the fewest blockers. So they've got 2 blockers essentially on that square, but they're only going to be able to get 1 here, and we can get 2 attackers there. So we just have to change the point of the attack first, like so. Then we do this, and then we do this. Nice. That was tricky enough for puzzle number 4, if I'm honest. But then again, you must remember that I'm not that good at chess. This is going to be this, which is nice. Okay, we're going to cruise through these, hopefully. Here's hoping. Alright, I think this one is going to be queen takes queen. Yeah, this knight can take back, which is fine, and then we just take that rook there. With check, no less. 6 through. Yeah, we can get the king, we can deflect the king as it's known. We can get the king away from defense of this rook with a little check here. No way for white to block that, except for that one pawn move that they might do, which is this. That's fine. That's great. Seventh Heaven with Jessica Biel. Alright then. Next one up is... I like this actually. Coming in through the back door. King has to go here, and then this is going to be a nice little mate. Rook is protected. Correct. Just checking out the full board. That's fine too. Great. Okay, 8 on the bounce. A lot quicker than it took us our first go out, but I guess the engine has been warmed up. So I think it's going to be bishop takes first, knight takes bishop, queen takes knight, rook blocks, queen takes rook. Nice. Nice. Number 9. We are in check. Oh, that's going to be nice. We are going to counter this check with a check. This is going to be... This actually rarely happens in games, but when it does, it is a huge swing of momentum. King here to attack the rook while we have check. King gets over to defend. He's not going to be there long. That's the one. That's all she wrote. 10 out of 10 so far. I think we got this far. I think it was 16 we had our first dropped puzzle in our last run. Okay, so I think it's going to be this, which is knight in there. Actually a pretty nasty fork on the king and queen, but bishop will just take. However, not only is it a fork, it's a discovered attack on the queen. Very nice move. Devastating against the white pieces. Lovely stuff, and then we just take back to stop any mess in there. And now it's white to move. Okay, don't want to fuck this one up, excuse my language. So I think it's going to be rook here. Yes, I think it's rook there. Queen, so rook there, rook takes. Queen takes, king here, queen here. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Nice, 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 nice. Lovely. Very easy to mess that up in a game. When they've got those sort of the queen, the heavy pieces defending, there is always or there's oftentimes an order you can do it in that stops them defending effectively. But it's not always possible, and also very easy to make a misstep there. Accuracy required. Speaking of accuracy, don't play f3 if you're not castled. Don't play f3. Queen's gonna come in here, attack there. Pawn will block, that's fine. Knight takes there, we take the rook. I believe. Good night, Irene, and what a good night it was. 13 on the bounce, unlucky for some. Lucky when solving some chess puzzles. Alright. In a game, I always find it hard not to just trade queens and be done with the whole thing. Just say, right, you can't castle, and we'll just reduce down, we'll play in the middle of the board, and your king is going to be floating about here. Puzzles generally don't work like that. There's generally some immediate material we can gain, and I see what it is. Bishop sacrificing here, king can't come here to escape because of this said standoff. I'm going to draw the arrow both ways. Those queens staring down each other. Bishop in here. King has to take also a deflection away from defense of this queen. Goodbye. For you, the war is over. Right. So, oftentimes, and again, not cast iron theory or anything like that, but it's going to be something like that in there, which will basically, you want to kind of jimmy the king up the board into like your web of pawns here, and then actually I think after that there's nowhere to go because this bishop is cutting him off from there. Don't think there's a huge amount of blocking resources that they have, so is that right? Yeah, nope. Can't go there, can go there, you will go there, and then after that you can't take. So yes, great. Alright, black to move. King. Okay, this is one, there's few enough material on here, I'm just going to count it out. So we got one move. Let's say they do this. We take. We would probably actually just take like that. Well, listen. I want to get this fella home and hosed. King b2 looks good. So it's there. If they do this funny business, we actually take like this. If they do this, then we get to do en passant, which is fun. If they push here, we do this. And then I think we have enough time to just scramble our resources before they can take this fella. So yeah, I think it's this. And then we do want to take here, I think. I think they want to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we do want to take there. And then, oh, do we? Do we want to push? We take, king takes back, we take here. King can come here, say. Wait a minute, Sky. Wait a minute. Take. They'll take back. Which they're perfectly allowed to do. So then we take. No, yeah, I think we push here, actually. Sorry, my brain is killing me. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, no, we push. Turns out we didn't push, we take. Dipanshu, I see you had that. You had that down. Yep. We take, and then instead we tuck the king in. We cut the king off with our king. Move 15, even earlier than last time. This is amateur hour, but it is fun. I have to say that. Right. So now that amateur hour is truly upon us, we can really get into things. Impending doom here, so it's gonna really need to be checks all the way. I like this. Do I like that? I do like that. Only other checks we got is there, which is bogus. Here. Too much for the king to do. I like this. So, which forces... doesn't force it. So then if they do that... Do we have any good response to that? Not really. If we do this first, no. Too many variables for that one for this to be a puzzle. I do like this. I do read the chat, Stupanchu, but I wanna give this a go. I do respect your guesses, and you're getting a lot of them right. But I do. I want to get them. I want to try and. This one's got to be Mr. A. So I think it's going to be this. Okay, great. Now then, how do we save this rook? Or give another check. Yeah, I like that. Attacks the king, protects the rook. Is nearly mate. After this it'll be mate. Yeah, I think so. That's nice. And then this is good. Great. Cash Money Records. They've played f3. They're not castled. I think we know what to do. Yeah, I don't think there's a way they can save this rook. I hope. I think this is just a tried and tested maneuver. Good night, Irene, and what a good night. We're on the edge of 17. We recovered after some stumbly enough endgame play for one of our puzzles. And now we're faced with a tricky one also. Okay, again, so we're looking for checks first, then some captures, then some attacks. I feel like they don't have enough defenders in this sort of area, so I feel like it could be queen or bishop takes knight. Great. Bishop takes back. Queen takes. If rook takes, we take. Do we get enough material for that? I don't know if we get enough material for that. Because then we would get a knight, bishop, queen for bishop, queen, and this bishop's still hanging after all that. However, I think it's probably that. I think it's probably that. Let me see. Let's do that one again. It is getting late in the day. I'm going to grab a sip of water. I've got it! Praying for an epiphany. None there came. I also like this, but I don't know how forcing that is. So I do think it's probably something like this. Bishop can't take first, which is great news. So it's got to be rook takes first, which means that this pot is sweet enough for us now, I think. Rook takes, queen takes, rook takes. Nice. 18. Conky Pompey, welcome back, brother. How are you, buddy? I'm back live. We're doing some puzzles. this stream will last until I run out of puzzles, or more accurately, until I get 2 more wrong. You'll see here we got one wrong in the 900s, which we could have done without, but it's good to see it. Alright, this little puzzle. What do we got here? I'll give you a couple of games of Bullet to wrap things up. I don't see, so I'm going to discount this bishop. It's not going to get there in time. This knight is also pretty garbage, but that's not to say that it will always be. Okay. What do we got here? What do we got? Again, in a game, always like to just take here and stop them castling, but I don't see a huge benefit in that right now. Yes, rook would have to take. If we push here, not really. That's not going to do it. I do want to get my queen out here. It'd be very annoying for that king. Do I want to do it at the cost of my own rook? Actually, that'd be incredibly annoying for the king. And by annoying, I mean game losing. So yeah, this knight can really... This knight could do some damage. Why wouldn't... Yeah, I was like, would this stop things by defending here? But no, then we got this. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Then here, and then... Game over. Nice. 1999. Let's have a look here. Both queens under attack. We can get a rook for compensation. I think it's probably just going to be move order stuff where you get that rook for compensation, and then it's going to be just take that queen, and then anything that knight can do. Knight is still in trouble. I don't think it's anything crazier than that. Let's find out. Let's go wild. We're going nuts here. Well, this is check. I've literally only got one legal move. Don't know why they put that bit in the puzzle. I couldn't have gotten it wrong. Okay, so I think it's going to be queen here. Queen there. No way for them to stop that in time because of the bishop on b2. Correct. Nice. 21. Okay, this is where we definitely have been falling foul pretty I'll say regularly. Okay. Do we, I think we use the space we have here, given that these are in advanced. Is that right? I feel like if we take here... No. I was like, if we take here, takes back, push up here, there. I was like, somehow this guy's going to get free? He's not going to get free. Who is our best shot at a passer? These lads are pretty tied up. Where do I want to get this pass pawn from? I feel like oh, maybe. Okay, so we do this. Yep. They'll take back there. That's fine. We push. Then, you know, they make that call. That's fine. Our king is here, marshalling the troops there. They push there even. Then so do we. And then if they do this, then we go yada yada yada. Is that right? Oh, king move, nice. I'm thinking king there. That seems to be the most logical thing to do. I mean, here you just get mopped up and we lose the whole thing of this because the king just gets more time to get over here. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think it through. So that's fun. This is a fun game of chess for everyone. But that's okay. I'm having a good time. And I hope you're keeping well. Right, I think. Alright, we got one more left to go. Can we be 22, which was our other one tonight? This would be a nice little. Little number. But the lad's going to play a bit of bullet. Dipanchu, before you go, make sure to smash that subscribe. Conky Pompey, I know you're in the loop. But in this one, let me see what we got here. If I had this knight out of the way, this would be a tasty little fork, a toothsome dish. But we don't have that knight out of the way, so we gotta think of a way to do that. Again, that might be a little in-game for a puzzle. That's a check. If knight drops back here, what happens then? Not a huge pile, is what I'm seeing. So, okay, knight in there. Where else can this knight go? That is way too slow. Then this or this, but that's nothing. Maybe it is this. And where's this knight gonna go then? Nowhere good, I tell you. Nice. Okay. Queen there's a good move. And now right. Here potentially. That'll do nothing much for us. That will just lead to this, and then after that we're done. This one is tricky, alright. Would something like that work? I think it might. Doesn't though. I think that's just a sleepy boy sort of move. Very sleepy boy sort of move. Let's check out the ones we got wrong, and then we'll see how we go. So this one we did the play puzzle. So they push, then can't remember what we did here. Did we do this first? We did this first. We take. How do we convert from here? So this king could go here. Well, we can't move there anyway. We did that in the game. Was that? I could have sworn we did that. We definitely didn't, because the game wouldn't have got it wrong. This one was a doozy. We did this, then we did this, we did this, which was wrong. Okay. I guess we take here. Oh yeah, king has to. Yep. I see it. They're always easy after you do them, but that's part of the joy. This one was fiendishly difficult. / maybe my brain is just broken at the moment. We did this, which was pretty garbage. We were thinking of this, and then grabbing the knight from there, or something like that. Queen takes rook isn't much. No, we're just guessing now, but that's okay. Gives a hint. Oh, it's lovely. It's a very nasty one. Queen takes here, knight takes, and it's a fork. That's a real brain tickler. That is real tricky stuff. I love this title. Puzzles I have failed. All themes. That's a long list. That's probably going to be it for the puzzles. Conky Pumpy, I'm not sure if you're still there. I'll send you a quick bullet chess request and we'll play a couple of 2-minute games. But let's just play friend. You might be playing Deepanshu already, but let's give it a look. Close that. Let's just play standard boy. And we'll finish off with a bit of bullets. No, I think you might be playing one of the other users in the chat, Deepanshu. So I'm glad I made that romance happen. Am I a little smited by it? No, I'm not. But that is going to be it tonight for Chess Please, folks. Really appreciate your time. Really appreciate you stopping by the old chat, saying hello. Had a good time. Learned a little bit. Didn't do much on the puzzle front, but listen, the live streams are more for a bit of crack, a bit of fun. But that's going to be it for me. I want you all to stay safe and take care, and we'll see you probably next Tuesday, if I'm honest. See you next Tuesday.